Hello everybody and welcome to another video. We continue by examining the new charts inside Excel 2016 with the Pareto chart. The definition is that one. A Pareto chart is a combination of a vertical bar chart in which the values are plotted in the decreasing order of the frequency distribution of the data sample, and a line chart that is the cumulative percentage total. It's a very good instrument that comes in handy when we have to focus on the main factors that affects our data. In that spreadsheet here I have two data samples. In the first data sample here the data is divided in categories, and the number is the number of a particular observation that has been made over each category. In the second data sample I have only the numbers, like for example the results of a test. With the active cell inside the data sample, we go into the Insert tab, we go into the Charts group, and then I use the most simple method of inserting a chart inside Excel, the recommended charts icon. We press it and the Insert Chart box appears, and we can see the best choices for that kind of data arrangement here. In the third position we find the Pareto chart, we select it and then we click OK. The first chart is inserted, we repeat the same procedure with the second data sample. Insert, recommended charts, Pareto chart, OK. Now let's make a little more room inside the spreadsheet and we can begin by commenting the features of the Pareto chart. Even in the Pareto chart, the old trick of linking the chart title to a cell doesn't work anymore, because inside Excel 2016 there is a brand new chart engine. In the first Pareto chart we can see immediately that when our data is divided in categories, Excel immediately sorts. When we insert the Pareto chart, Excel immediately sorts all the observations in a descending order, and we can see that the apples category has some problem because it stands out compared to the other fruit categories. When our data sample is not divided in categories, like in the second data sample here, Excel immediately calculates divides our data in bins and calculates the bin width, like using that formula here. If you want to customize the options of the Pareto chart, just select the horizontal axis, right click on it and then Format Axis. The format pane appears, and inside the axis options we find the bins options. If our data is divided in categories, Excel automatically selects the by category option. If our data is not divided in categories, Excel automatically selects the automatic option and divides the data in bins, calculating even the bin width. The other options for the bins are equal to the histogram chart. We have the bin width, in which we can set up a different bin width manually. The number of beans, we can change even the number of beans manually. The overflow bin and the underflow bin. The overflow bin, we type a number inside that space here, and Excel creates a bin with all the numbers that are above the number that we have typed manually. For the underflow bin, it's the opposite. We type a number here, and Excel creates a bin with all the numbers that are under the number that we have insert manually. My advice is to let Excel do the job, because in the majority of cases it does a very good job. At the end of that video, I want to make my usual comparison. We can create a Pareto chart by using the frequency function. We first divide our data in bins, then we use the frequency function to obtain the frequency distribution. Then we sort the frequency distribution in descending order, and then we calculate the cumulative sum, and with the cumulative sum we can calculate the cumulative percentage, which is the data that is represented by the line chart inside our Pareto chart. And then we customize a little bit our chart by inserting a second chart type, precisely the line chart, and then we can obtain a Pareto chart even in the previous versions of Excel. I believe that even for the Pareto chart it is all. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.